Well, this is just I can't help myself. I'm sorry. And I'm telling you now, I'm not trying to pump my Patreon. I'm not. I've got plenty of people there. I've got more people that showed up than I ever could imagine in a million years. Woo Dude said at one point, it's going to double. Within 2 months, it doubled. He goes, you need to make sure those tiers you set the numbers on, you let them go higher because it's going to go even higher. He's going to go to this number. And I'm like, well, you did tell me it was going to double, and it did. And that was shocking. He goes, well, get ready for the next number. I'm like, holy crap, okay. And he's like, it's mainly going to be crypto. People are going to come because of the crypto and the trading. He goes, but there'll be some spiritual stuff people might want to come and learn, but you're mostly going to be messing with crypto on there. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's all good. I love it. So he's been giving us these calls over the last few days. I haven't got any dreams. My wife hasn't got any dreams. I actually asked last night if Spirit could show me the DigiByte price because he just gave us an epic call on basically DigiByte and Theta last night. And I'll just read you my post rather than take a screenshot and all this crap. I'll just read it to you because this is epic. And because it's oh, that's way off. Where's that? This one. Here we go. Whoa, don't follow me now. Come on now, what you want now? I'm gonna give you the buyback price of Theta for free today. Why? Because it was Valentine's Day yesterday. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. So we made some trades here that were really good, and I'm feeling good this morning. Really good. I bought my wife a van for Valentine's Day. He's been telling me, woo dude, get her effing new van. Don't do this 1-2-year-old shit. Joe, Spirit's telling me to tell you this. Like, they're giving it to you, right? Yeah, they paid your house off, right? They're going to make sure you get all your crypto back, right? Yeah. Buy her a new effing van. Okay. And she was like, no, I 1 or 2 year olds is fine, 10, 15, 20,000 miles out of it. So we went to the dealership to look the other day. And I'm looking at a Dodge truck, actually, a diesel. They got the Eco Diesel that gets like 33 miles a gallon. And it can pull everything that I ever want to pull. And I thought, that dream I got about that stupid Ford beat up, auction truck that they showed me, don't you dare touch that thing. That dream was so much of don't you dare, you moron, touch a junky old truck like that. It made me think, well, I do have crypto profits. We're doing these trades. Maybe I'll finance it for a few months, a couple, 2-3 months, and then paid off. Okay. So we go down there. Evelyn's like, well, maybe I'll come too. We'll just look around at vans, see what they got. I don't need one right now. My van's fine. I'm like, yeah, all right. So I drive one of their trucks. It's fantastic. I love it. But it doesn't have the bench seat. A couple things. I got to have the bench seat because it seats 6 people. I need 6 people for my family. They don't have any with bench seats. But I found one I'm trying to work on right now. So I'm like, well, while we're here, let's look at the van. So they got the ultimate, hybrid gas electric Chrysler Pacifica Touring Plus blah 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 model blah L whatever. And it's got everything Evelyn ever wanted. I wanted the heated seats. Didn't care about a heated steering wheel, but it has that too. It's got the double DVD player in the back. You can hook up your smartphones and watch stuff on there. Like, oh my God. The technology right now is getting ridiculous. The like Tesla where it stays in your lane. It's not like self-driving like Tesla really stays in there real nice. This one pretty much, it senses you're getting out of the lane. It pushes you back. But you still need to take control. You go too far to the right, it pushes you back. You got to take control, or else it'll be bouncing back and forth. It's got the little radar thing on the front. That way, you put that cruise control mode on, where it just stays 2 or 3 car lengths behind the car in front of you at all times. It'll brake for you. It'll accelerate when they accelerate if you got the speed set up. It's like, F it, man. You only live once. I've been blessed with this, with crypto and woo-woo dude and all this stuff. Him coming in my life. And we're helping so many other people too. Like you know what? My wife deserves a brand new van. For the first time, we're going to buy a freaking new van that just probably lost $5,000 or $6,000 as we drove it off the lot. But you know what? We got crypto, and that's that. So it don't matter. So, anyways, let me read you this. I'm going to read you the next last two trades. We're on the third one right now as of like only a day and a half, 2 days ago or so. So it starts off on February 13th, okay? Spoke to Woo Dude just now. He said keep an eye on Digibyte and Theta as they teeter-totter back and forth, price-wise. When one's going up, the other one might be flat or down, whatever, and then they'll switch roles. For Theta, he thinks 305 is coming, $3.05. And this is back when it was, well, let me just read it. For Theta, he thinks $3.05 coming, and then it will run up again, just like it did this morning. So I have some buy orders at around 305, trying to catch that low point, which between you and me was 306.1. I was personally thinking about $2.96 again, but I'm going with his number of 305 to buy back in. He thinks Sunday, which this was Saturday, we might get that price, or at least start moving back down towards it. So Sunday, it goes down to 309 from like 340 or something. 309. Doesn't hit 305, doesn't hit 306. Goes back to 325, 330. A few people on Patreon. Joe, did we miss that boat? You know, did we get a little too greedy trying to get closer to 305? And I go, no, just wait. I'm waiting. My order's sitting there. I'm going to wait. Later that night, everything starts puking. 305 on the freaking button. Hits. My 306 order fills. A bunch of other people's had 306, 307. They filled. We're loving life. Awesome. So then I say, at that night, after that happened, which was last night, literally just last night, 10:33 p.m., next trade set up for Theta and Digibyte info. Just spoke to Woo Woo Dude a little bit ago, and since Digibyte's already made a move, I'm going to tell you about that one too. It's already done, you know, and it's going to go higher, but the time to buy in was last night. Theta just filled as he suspected at 305. Even after watching it go back up to the 330s, it still came down and hit his target. That guy is truly amazing. I'm talking Woo Woo Dude. He thinks $3.54 is coming for Theta, and possibly as soon as this week. Now, between you and me, when I was speaking with him on Saturday, I already told him, hey, I came here to look at a truck. I bought my wife a van, you know. But I'm happy about it. She's real happy about it. Everything's good. And he's like, oh, well, you know, how much was it? Oh, okay. He goes, well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can get that sucker paid off. Because I said, well, it was Saturday. I couldn't go to the bank anyways, and I really didn't want to dump that much money right now and pay this off immediately. Like, we're in some trades right now, and I feel like I want to use the trade money profits to pay this off. So maybe it might take a month or 2 or 3 or whatever, depending how many trades we can get. And, you know, because I'm not trading my whole bag, you know, to try to capture one trade. It's too risky, you know, one trade that 10%, oh, I traded my whole bag, I could pay it off now, you know. No. But he goes, well, let's see if we can do it by Friday. I think we can do it by Friday. This coming Friday. I think you'll have the money to pay it off and then some. Okay. And he goes, maybe some towards that truck too. If you get a truck. I'm like, all right. So this is Sunday night now. That was Saturday. First trade, boom, happens. Cool. Second trade last night, this morning happens. Except it's with a twist. So he says 354 is coming. I do the post. I write it right here. And I told, hey guys, you know, be safe. Don't get too greedy, because as the price of certain coins like Theta gets into the dollars and the more dollars, if he says, oh, $5.15 is coming, that's a little different than when it was $2.15. Percentage-wise, if you go from $2.15 to say $2.17, that percentage is going to be a little different than say $5.15 to $5.17. Even though it's only 2 pennies, the percentage is way different. So what I'm thinking is, well, we may have to put a little spread higher of a gap of, if he gives us a number, you know what, at $5, if he says $3.15, maybe we need to put some buybacks at, you know, $5.20 or $5.22, not, you know, $5.16 or $5.17, because that percentage difference is getting really tiny. To be safe. So I just was mentioning to people, you know, we need to start looking at this. So myself, I said, I'm going to do an order at 350. As soon as he said to me 354, I instantly in my brain go, I'm going to probably do an order at 350. And what I don't do usually on Patreon is tell you my exact precise orders, because I don't want everyone else following exactly what I've got, and then all of a sudden we have this huge sell wall at my exact price. We're all trying to get our orders filled. That's why I just say around this price, here you go, you know. So, anyways, let me get to the point. Well, okay, I got to back up so you understand why I didn't put my order in at 350. I forgot. And woke up this morning and it was much higher, which was freaking epic. He says to me, Digibyte. And I posted this in the same post. Excuse me, last night at 10:30. 10:33. Spirit just showed me horses racing around a racetrack, and I think that means the old horse out of the blue. Digibyte. And I go, oh yeah, I know that one. Oh yeah. Every time you got something with a horse or any, it was Digibyte, and boy did it make a move. So I said he got no price on Digibyte while we were talking like he did for Theta. He's got it clear. It's going to go to 354 or whatever. With Digibyte, he just said, I see horses going around a racetrack. Now think about that, people. What does that mean? He used to always say, oh, an old horse out of the blue. An old horse out of the blue. Twice. And both times, epicness happened. This time, it's not an old horse out of the blue. I see some horses racing at a racetrack. A race? A race to the top? That's where my mind goes. And I think it's Digibyte. We both do. We know it. So I said he got no price. He said, but the other day he talked about, you know, a much higher price coming. And I don't mind saying it, 9 cents, and it'll probably go higher at some point too. It's just a matter how quickly we hit 9 cents. We don't have a time frame, so FYI. So I'm over here going, you know, I did sell a little bit of Digibyte like a kind of a while ago. I needed a swap for something else. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe it was Doge. I wanted to get some Doge in NPXS or something. Well, I got that a while back. I think it was the Doge move on January. Remember in January, at Patreon, I posted on the 3rd. I got a sneaky feeling we need to get some Doge, and then it really went up really nice. It was like a penny. Now that thing's like 6-7 cents. And I think it was then I snatched a little bit of my Digibyte because it was doing okay. You know, I'm like, let me just grab a little bit of that. So anyways, I wanted to get my stash back to where I wanted, you know, where it was. Digibyte. So he goes, oh, I see horses racing around a track. Old horse out of the blue. I'm like, oh shit. He's probably going to make a move. He goes, well, you know what I said about the teeter-totter? Data's up. It's up. Data's back down. Digibyte goes up. Digibyte goes sideways. Now Theta goes back up. I go, yeah, the teeter-totter. He goes, yeah, so that's definitely coming. You know, it's already happened at least once or twice now, like in recent times. And so I'm like, okay. And okay, he just gave me his USDC address because I said, dude, we're gonna pay your house off soon. We're gonna pay it off. I'll take your USDC address because it's right on Coinbase, and you just pay that son of a bitch right off. I said, me and some Patreons have been asking, dude, he's been making these trades, killer, man. We gotta help him. We gotta get it. All right, you can join in. I was gonna do it myself, but okay, I ain't saying no to you. So I just saw it buzzing. It was him texting. So, anyways, 9 cents we think's coming for Digibyte. So last night, Digibyte is at. I'll show you. That, you know, when Theta hit 305 and all that, Digibyte's down here at like 5.1, 5.2. It didn't last long, and then it just hovered around this 5.5, 5.4. It was just doing that for a while. So I was like watching it, trying to, you know, capture, and I'm feeding it. And as soon as you put in an order that's honestly kind of large-ish, all the trade bots come in and try to outdo you, and they're willing to sell, or they're willing to buy higher than you. So then your order gets pushed down. Oh, it didn't fill. 10% filled. 5% filled. 1% filled. I'm like playing this game. Oh my god, please! I just want to get some of my damn Digibyte back. I'm in there for like an hour just messing with this thing. Because if you put one big order in, forget about it. All the bots come in, and then you're like way down. Like, okay. But if you do like oh, there's a $500 order. Oh, only one order came in front of mine. It filled. Now there's mine. Now mine filled. Oh, okay. Let me feed it a little slower, a little bit lower. So I'm doing this for like an hour, just different amounts. And sometimes I'm sitting there even on a small amount, waiting. Oh, there it goes. Oh, no, 20%. Okay, waiting. Let me cancel the order, let it just chill for a little bit. Okay, let me go back in, you know. In the meantime, I'm telling myself I'm getting back in at $3.50 for Theta, $3.50. And I'm talking to my wife, we're talking about it, and sidetracked. Oh, well, I got enough Digibyte back. I'm satisfied. Okay, I can put that back with my initial stash. I'm good. I'm happy. And I forget to put the sell order in on Theta at 350. So I did get this fed, as you can see, 38%. That wick at the current price, 31.5%. In one effing night. Every time he says old horse out of the blue or anything with Digibyte, it does a effing huge move. The first time he said, oh, Joe, 4 o'clock today, old horse out of the blue. Oh, I know what that one means. That was the second time, actually. Runs up 39%. Well, there it is. Just did it again in the 30s. The next time, it does it again. Joe, 4 o'clock p.m. I think it runs up. Oh, that was the second time. Was 39%. The first time, he said old horse out of the blue. We weren't sure which one it was, but I said to him, I think that might mean Digibyte. Honestly, that's what I feel. I think when they said that to Digibyte, he goes, well, they're not telling me. Just old horse out of the blue. And then it ran up, and I go, well, son of a bitch, now we know. If you ever get old horse out of the blue, we know what it is. And then he got it again. 4 p.m. today, Joe. They're telling me something about 4 p.m. I tell everybody on Patreon, this is months ago. Holy shit, 39% run up. Are you kidding me? So I didn't go ahead and sell right now. I probably should at 30-something%. But again, we think 9 cents is coming. As you can see, it's right up there. And maybe it will do this little sideways down, up, down action, and you could scrape a good percentage. But honestly, I just got a bunch at 5.5 cents. I'm up 40%, 30-something%. If it goes to 9 cents, 72% on what I just did. Are you kidding me? Well, it's 9.5 cents. Whatever. Yeah. That's kind of nice. And then Theta, as you can see, the order filled. This guy says 305. Look at where my mouse is. 303.5, whatever, 304. He says 305, that's where it's going. It gets to 309 here, remember? 309. Some of my Patreons were playing it real safe. They got in. They then sold, some of them sold. 7, 6, 7, 8%. Great. That's a good profit, you know, for a few hours work. Great. Drops back down, exactly pretty much 305, 304. And now here we are this morning. It got to 72, yep, 72 cents, 22% high. Again, there's the 22. But I wasn't able to capture 22%. I was able to capture right around here at 20. But I also had an order at 306. Let me see what that would have been. 306 was where I was at, right there. And I did, on average, I think was 364 or no, 364. Because I sold a little bit at 367, a little bit at 366, a little bit at 364, a little bit at 365. So probably somewhere around here. I just wrote on Patreon. I think I made 18%. It's more like 19.5, whatever. In the next night, like almost really the same night, the same time period. Got back in, you know. So I wake up. My wife goes, "Oh my God, it's 372. It's 371 right now." Oh, you probably sold at 350 something, though, right? Which is still good. I'm like, oh yeah, my orders would have absolutely filled if it's 370 right now, 371. And I go, wait a minute. Did I place them? I don't remember placing them. I remember seeing how much Theta I had on there, realizing I keep chipping back away at it, and it gets high. You know, I had this much Theta, now I got a little bit more, now I got a little bit more, now I got a little bit more. And I go, I don't know. I don't think I did. So I'm like frantically logging in. I gotta get in right now before it drops. Holy shit, it's all there. I didn't place the freaking order. I forgot, and I started talking to you. I got sidetracked. I was feeding Digibyte. Oh my God. So instead of 350, a 14% profit, which again, I would have been real happy with that today. I was able to get a 19% profit. And I'm like, I think Spirit made me forget that because I messed up the other day and my order actually filled and I didn't think it did. And then I watched it go way down, could have scooped up a bunch. Spirit's like, well, let's give it back to him. He made an honest mistake. Let's wash his memory real quick while he's messing with Digibyte, trying to buy back. and talking to his wife and getting sidetracked. And he'll wake up tomorrow morning and it'll be fluctuating around 370, and we'll let him have it. So awesome, man. So again, next move for Theta, we think if you're in and you want to get out now, we think again, and he said to me today, for everyone listening, Patreon people too, and I do repeat this from time to time, we're not going to get them all. We will miss some. And by miss some means you might actually lose a little bit of money on the trade. Or I say a little bit of money, unless you're crazy and put a lot of money into it. But we should make it up multiples. Like multiple good ones versus every other, bad one we do. There'll be many good ones. So, oh, missed one, took a loss on that one, made 3 or 4 good ones. Oh, there's another one, took a loss on that one, 2 or 3, 4 good ones. That's basically what we think is going to happen. And so far, we only had one little tiny mistake on XRP when it ran up the first time real high, and we got out like at 30 something and hit 40, and it came back down a little bit, and he goes, get in right now. You got to get back. It's going much higher, and it did go much higher. So you can look at that 2 ways. Well, we should have stayed in. It was a bad call, or no, it's still a good call because I told you to get back in, even though it was a little bit higher than when we sold. But you would have been able to ride up even higher and make some percentage. But of course, then lawsuit, it dumps 22, all that crap. So anyways, I got a call coming. I got to take care.